Quick quiz, what is the tallest building in the world and where is it located? Now I'm only asking you these questions because we're standing right in front of the Burj Khalifa right here in Dubai, and this is the best time to visit this place because the shopping festival is going on and the excitement is just really in the air. But we're not here just to be a part of the festivities. Dubai also hosts the 24-hour endurance race right here at the Autodrome, and we are here to cover the 7th edition of the same. With the winter freeze well entrenched in all of Europe and North America, the lure of sun, shopping and competitive racing brought 73 teams and drivers together for the 24 Hours of Dubai, held at the challenging 5.3-kilometer long Dubai Autodrome. While it may be no Le Mans, this event has grown in popularity and stature as a proving ground for prototype Grand Tourers.
We started as a kind of amateur and hobby club, and now if you look in 7 years what we have established, the people they talk about 24-hour Le Mans, about 24 hours Spa, and they mention 24 hours of Dubai. So we are really established, and it's really great. If you imagine that we are here with 38 different nationalities, it's like Olympic. It's really great.
For me, Dubai it's a very important race. It's my 6th times in 24 hours, and for me it's one of the most interesting 24 hours race because the balance of performance is made in a right way, and there are such many great drivers, and everybody wants to win because it's a very prestigious win in Dubai, and so it's very important for me.
Every endurance race is extremely demanding on both car and driver, with reliability, fitness and focus being tested in extreme conditions. This is not just about driving fast, it's about driving smart, saving tires, engine, gearbox and suspension to make it to the end of the race.
It's not just a sprint race, it's where you prepare the car and the driver has just to push. But in the 24-hour or 12 hours or endurance race in general, the strategy of the team and the engineer and the capability of the mechanics can change completely the result of the car, of the race.
So many months of training and a lot of preparations from the drivers, and this is what it all boils down to. This is the 24-hour Dunlop Dubai race, and there are 75 cars here on the grid. There are teams which are like from 48 countries. Right now on the starting grid, number 1 and 2 are Ferrari 458 Italias, and we just can't wait for the start of the race. This is going to be very interesting. With temperatures soaring to 50 degrees inside the car, the battle on track was also heating up. Within an hour, the heat got to the cars as well as the drivers, and it was time for pit stops and driver changes to begin. Every team is allowed 4 to 5 drivers who drive 90-minute stints till they stop for fuel and a driver swap. It's a complete team effort, and every driver needs to be highly alert and physically fit for the team to make it to the checkered flag.
You need a lot of physical training. Also eating healthy, sleeping long hours is very important, because during the race you don't sleep that much. And if you're physically fit, then the mind is more comfortable. You can think deeper, and you can think ahead of what's going on the track and can focus more.
With changing track conditions and differing strategies, the lead changes were frequent. Within 2 hours, the Mercedes SLS AMG of Team Black Falcons were leading the field, followed by the SLS AMG of Heiko Motorsports and the BMW Z4 of Saudi Falcons. Then came the biggest challenge in endurance racing: the transition from day to night, which can catch out the biggest names in the business.
I think the most difficult thing about driving at night is the lights behind you. It can be difficult to discern if it's a faster car coming up and where exactly they are, how quickly they're catching you. So situational awareness behind you is probably going to be the biggest challenge at night.
From then on till morning, the lead kept shuffling between the Black Falcons and Heiko Motorsport. At the tail end of the field, the only all-women's racing team, the Racing Divas from Netherlands, drove a consistent race in their Renault Clio, working their way from 61st to 40th position. Also doing a commendable job with the two amateur race drivers from the Nissan GT Academy, driving for RGN Motorsport, moving from gaming console to scoring a podium in their class.
It's quite similar to the game actually. First time I was sat in a race car was last year, and my first race was last year, and I was completely fine with all cars racing side by side at 120 miles an hour. So the game, you race online in the game, you race against other cars, so getting into a real race car, it was sort of quite similar really, it was quite weird.
We have now completed 22 hours of the Dubai endurance race. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and after 582 laps, Team Falcon of Abu Dhabi, after 16 pit stops, is the leader in their Mercedes SLS AMG. And would you believe it, the second and the third position are occupied by Mercedes SLS AMG.
And so after 24 hours of high-speed, full throttle action, the 7th edition of the Dunlop 24-hour Dubai race saw 70 of the 73 cars drive past the checkered flag. A very traditional celebration was in store for the overall winners, Abu Dhabi by Black Falcons, while Heiko Motorsport took 2nd and 3rd place, bringing a long day's racing to a close.